We in there. Good morning, Monica.
What's up, Keyshawn? How you doing?
Chillin'. I'm so excited for our first episode of Mind Melt. Hello, fellow fans and crew.
Welcome.
And family. Welcome to the Mind Melt Season 2, Episode 1.
Season 2, Episode 1.
Feels great to be here.
Pumped to be here.
So pumped.
Our new setup in these basketball chairs.
Yeah, shout out these basketball.
Comfy.
We're comfy.
We're not in stools anymore.
No stools anymore. We have back support.
Yep.
That's the best.
That's what we
here
back
we are.
support for a good conversation. Let's do this.
Here we are. Back to the basket. I love the merch.
Love it. Back to the basket.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. We're always shooting from back to the basket unless we're out
on
the court
Out
somewhere.
on the court, traveling. Who knows?
Might be doing that from the Sweet 16, from some WNBA games, from NBA games.
From vacation.
From vacation. But we're going to do 10-minute episodes. This is the first one. Welcome. 10 minutes running down the week's basketball highlights, games, thoughts.
Memes, whatever.
Yeah.
We're bringing it all to you.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Starting off, we got one of the swaggiest names ever. Miss Kiana Christmas.
Kiana Christmas.
What'd she do?
What'd she do? A quintuple double.
Quintuple,
I can't say it.
That was close.
Quintuple double.
Quintuple double. Good thing we don't get graded on how to speak.
How to speak.
I know
this happened in December, though, right?
December. Why didn't they report it?
Why didn't they report it then? We don't know. But it's just getting reported. We're glad people know about it.
For real.
Stoked. She's at a high school in New York State. Led her team to a 55-50 overtime win.
Overtime
with this quintuple double.
11 points, 20 boards, 11 assists, 10 steals.
10 steals is crazy.
And 10 blocks.
And 10 blocks is crazy.
How do you do it? That's Wendy type shit.
For real.
2K type shit.
For real. And my high school coach would always say,
I was about to ask.
Rebounds win games.
Rebound wins games, yep.
20 rebounds.
20. I'm going to let you know, we do a run, Hoops in the Park. I'm the best pound for pound rebounder at that run.
Let's
quick
go.
little side, yep. Crazy.
Kiana Christmas, we see you.
We see you.
We'll be watching out.
We'll be watching the Nets Will Chamberlain, Kiana Christmas.
Yeah.
Another funny thing is said there's only been 13 recorded quintuple doubles in history.
Yeah.
Only 3 of them are male.
Damn.
10 of them are female, so that's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Women's
basketball on the come up.
So
let's do it. Speaking of
women's basketball, let's head over to
high school to college. Let's do it.
We got South Carolina.
So you might know about them by now. I hope you do. Women's college basketball, I can't even right now. It's just like blowing up. Finally. The last few years, this year is
amazing.
Out of control.
You hear about it more. I love it because I'm a Blazer fan. We're here in Portland.
We're here in Portland.
I hear way more about women's basketball than I do my Blazers.
Yeah.
Which is
especially right now.
Yep, a blessing and a curse. So shout out women's basketball, keeping it fun, keep it entertaining. Breaking so many records this year. It's only going to go up.
It's only going up, and we're getting to the most exciting part of the year, which
the
Sweet 16.
Madness
The
here.
madness is here soon. Sweet 16's coming at the end of March.
At the end of March, Moda Center.
We'll
be there live. Can't wait to see y'all ladies ball out.
Cannot wait. South Carolina.
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
Undefeated. As every year. Dawn Staley, congrats. 600 wins.
Congratulations.
What else we got about that game? They won 77-41.
Right, 77-44 in their last game. They didn't have their top scorer
and rebounder,
and they still won.
Just cruise. Don't cruise.
Hey, look who's here!
Look who's here, brother man!
Welcome for you
Coffee.
and a cappuccino.
Coffee and Mind Melt.
Yes.
Troy, you want to join us? You want to talk about some basketball?
Me? Yeah, I do. Are you kidding me? I love basketball.
We're gonna get nice and on. That was impressive.
I'm
athletic
man.
I'm athletic. Welcome to Mind Melt.
I made you pass my prime.
Let's do basketball.
That's right.
So we were just talking about women's college basketball because it's going crazy right now, and now we're going to get to the ultimate player in the game right now, Caitlin Clark.
Miss Caitlin Clark.
I'm sure y'all know about her.
Oh yeah.
The Caitlin Clarkster.
But she's not the story today.
She's not the story. It's actually Indiana who upsetted them.
Upset Iowa.
Yeah, they believe.
Not by a few points. 17 points.
17 points. The largest margin since the loss to LSU in the championship game last year.
Last
year it was crazy.
So, but the hilarious thing, I mean, shout out Indiana.
Good
for sure. I can feel that energy. I'm sure I can feel what that locker room was before they went out there trying to upset one of the best teams in women's college basketball right now. Exactly. But the hilarious stat is that they held Caitlin Clark to 24 points.
Dang.
All the articles, which is amazing.
Amazing, because she has been balling out. But 24 points for a college basketball player is still
if this was
high.
Any other team, any other player, you'd be getting chewed out for letting him score 24 points.
But hey, gotta give Indiana their flowers for beating Iowa. South Carolina. Shout out LSU. They're number 2 right now. So, I'm sure we're going to see another really exciting college basketball March Madness for sure.
One. And shout out Mackenzie Holmes for this block and stare down.
Block and stare down.
Look at that. I know brother man like that energy right there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Love that energy.
That's
hoops in the park shit.
For real. 24 points. Dang, she played well.
She did play well.
Did she have a good shooting percentage?
I don't know.
We'll have to check that. You'll see it right up here.
In the description.
In the
I would say
description.
in the comments.
Noob.
All right, we're going to talk about NBA basketball. We're probably not talking about the Blazers, though, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
Not today, but...
Yeah, I don't expect much from that.
We'll talk about them at some point.
We're going to start with our guy Jokic, because, he's always...
Oh, yeah.
Always doing something.
Yeah, always bringing the noise, always shutting shit down.
Always shutting stuff down. First game back from All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Usually players can come off a little rusty.
Yeah.
If you look at the Rockets for that game, everyone was rusty in that. But Jokic against the Wizards. First off, Jordan Poole got benched.
Oh, yeah.
They thought they traded for him. 4-year, $128 million.
Really?
Last 50 games and he gets benched in the game.
That's rough. He still had 18 points.
Still had 18 points.
But 4 for 17
4
from
for
the field.
7 from the field.
And they lost. So.
They lost. Brother man, do you see Jordan Poole having a long future in the NBA?
In the NBA, gosh, I've seen a couple clips where people are talking about he doesn't deserve to be in the NBA, Or Kevin Garnett said that on the Big.
Kevin Garnett said that.
He said that on the big ticket. Jordan Poole should be in the NBA.
Yeah.
Of course. He is a great player and he has great tools.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's
when
a championship winner.
Yeah, he won a championship.
and he
was the X Factor. He was the X Factor.
He did.
Yeah.
I would say he probably needs some good mentorship around him, and the
Yeah.
Wizards franchise will not incubate that.
Correct.
It will not incubate that.
And it was not going to be Draymond Green.
It's not going to be Draymond Green.
Yeah, shoot.
Who would you think would be a great mentor for Jordan Poole?
Who would be a good mentor for Jordan Poole? Phoenix is already loaded, but first person that came to my mind, maybe it's because we were talking about the Wizards, but Bradley Beal. Someone who's not an over-the-hill guy.
Yeah,
he's still in his prime. Yeah. He's still, sort of the guy. Not on Phoenix, but you guys know what I'm saying. A player to that caliber, I think Jordan Poole would look up to, but he wouldn't be like, man, I'm going to take you, because Bradley Beal's going to give him the business.
He is going to give him the business.
So,
that's a good point, because I was thinking Chris Paul, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Bradley Beal will big dog him, where Chris Paul Jordan Poole, I'm putting you in the post, and he's probably going to be able to shoot over him. Yeah. Bradley Beal's winning that.
I like that. Yep. He's going to bring that St. Louis spirit. That St. Louis dog out of him.
Yeah. Some player congruent or equal or better
I like that.
Bradley
I like
Beal.
that.
I like that
take.
Yeah.
I like that.
Back to Jokic, my Milton.
Yeah. Our
Going
tangent.
around.
These are our ADHD tangents, by the way. We have them many times.
Oh, yes. I've watched almost every single one.
I love it.
I have.
But
Jokic.
Perfect game. First player ever, 20 points, 19 rebounds, and 15 assists.
Yep.
That is a stat line.
Yeah.
100%
That's a
shooting.
stat line.
For
the first time in over 40 seasons.
40 seasons.
What are we talking about? This guy.
He was on 75% mode. He was like, I'm just here.
He literally has 75% battery life.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just chilling. Who is that on? I don't even know.
The Wizards.
Oh.
That's how the Wizards came
75.
up. 75.
Maybe 50.
Maybe 50 going around.
And they won. Can't say that for the Timberwolves sometimes when people are balling out because they're still losing games.
Still losing.
Cat, was 62, still lost that game.
Yeah, 62, still lost to the Hornets.
To the Hornets.
Guys. Draymond Green said it best during the All-Star game. Cat has 40. It's typical Cat fashion. Cat has 40. You're losing by 20.
Yep.
He ain't going to help you win games, but he will shoot.
Speaking of the Timberwolves, let's talk about the NBA standings. Since we're out of the All-Star break, it's about to get really exciting. Players are about to start really revving up.
Wow. Minnesota's number one.
Yeah.
Minnesota's number one. Are they contenders or pretenders?
I would say they are contenders.
Nice.
In this day and age of NBA basketball, the Minnesota Timberwolves are contenders.
Okay.
They're contenders, and they showed what they could do last year. You know, obviously going up against the champions. Oh, look at me like I know. What the heck?
You're doing great. You're surprising me right now.
The Timberwolves. I mean, we got Anthony Edwards. This guy is a bona fide superstar.
He is.
You know, even his shoes doing well, and his fucking Adidas.
Yeah, he's bringing Adidas up.
Sorry.
No one's beating Sabrina Ionescu on the shoe game right now, though. She's crushing.
Yeah, she is crushing. She's crushing.
10.5
NBA
or 10.
players wearing them, like wild. I love it. I love it all day. You say contender.
Contender.
Cool. I think they're contenders. I don't think they're going to win this year.
Oh, 100%. No.
Yeah.
They are contenders. They won't win. I'm saying second round. They're gone real quick. Because the West is so close. Out of the top 4 teams, it's a 2.5 game difference.
Right.
I want the Thunder. I think the Clippers will probably beat, but I want the Thunder. Like, I just really like their teams.
Right.
I like how they're playing. I like how young they are. They got that energy.
Right. It all comes down to the matchups.
Yep.
It does come down to the matchup.
Even like Sacramento at 8 would be dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
a dangerous 1-8.
we were just saying, Phoenix, Kings, Lakers, Warriors, all in the play-in right now.
No, at the end of the day, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. They'd have to all fight for the final 2 playoffs.
Wild.
That's
what
crazy.
we're seeing right now.
Right. Well, we know LA's
It's a
in there
long
for
road.
sure.
The
NBA's gonna make that happen.
They're gonna make, and LeBron and them, the
Script
script
writers are gonna make
writers,
that
they
happen.
on there.
Oh, man.
And
But
Golden State.
Same with Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah.
It's a long road to April, though, so, you know,
Right.
this will switch up.
So you're saying Blazers have a chance?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the number 1 pick
Shout out
overall
to
in
our
the draft.
Blazers at
Shout out
number
to 14, not being the worst. We're in there.
Yeah, Spurs are the worst.
Let's talk a little bit about the Eastern Conference.
I mean, can we talk about the Celtics only having 12 losses on the season?
12 losses, 7 games in front of the next best team, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Which, like, Cavaliers.
They're playing out of their mind. 8-2 out of their past 10 games. I believe they're with that's 2. They're 18-20 out of the last 20.
Yep.
Or 18-2 out of the last 20. Donovan Mitchell playing at MVP level.
Yep. I like the Knicks right now. They're hot.
The Knicks are hot. That's cool.
They're nice.
Alec Burks, they got some good additions. Even though they've been kind of slouching since the trade. They went 0-4 after the trade deadline. They'll figure it out. Julius Randle had to dislocate his shoulder. They'll get back in there. Any other surprising teams out in the East?
No, I'm just like the Celtics, like on paper, I'm like, they have to be the Eastern Conference champions. Like,
and they gotta.
But I don't know. I just don't feel like the energy like that. I don't know why.
Said.
I just don't.
Well said.
I don't feel like they want it that bad, which is wild because they, of course, have the best record in the NBA, but I still don't feel like they want it that bad.
The only person who I feel who wants it on that team is Derek White. He's truly 100%, 110%. I want that. Jayson Tatum, I think he's like 95% there. But he's also focusing on being the face of the league, being cool. Like, he's not 100% bought in of just winning the trophy. There's some little outliers that's distractions for wanting to fully complete that. So going to that, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks, even the Bucks can find a way to squeeze in and steal it from them. But we'll only have to wait and see because they do only have 12 wins. They're up there.
Exciting.
Well said. I have a quick question, Keyshawn. Do you think right now, as it stands, Jayson Tatum is a bigger star than Anthony Edwards?
We were just talking about Jayson Tatum before.
No. Bigger? No. No, I don't think so.
Right. No. Like he probably on paper, historically he's been in the league longer. Yeah. He's probably a bigger star or whatever. But like that, what you were bringing up, like that stuff. Like Anthony Edwards kind of got that stuff. Yeah, and he's taking some of the John Morant stuff, when he had the gun issues and stuff. Yeah. He kind of has all that energy, and it seems like what you guys were talking about is like Jayson Tatum and even Jaylen Brown, especially after that dunk contest, they're kind of missing some of that like star, like alpha number 1 quality. Yes. They're both like 1Bs. Or something. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We're here. You know what I mean?
I do like that.
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards has literally brought this team from the trenches to the number 1 seed. Jayson Tatum been spoiled with the Celtics his whole entire career. Gets drafted as rookie year. He has Kyrie, Gordon Hayward. Of course, Gordon Hayward breaks his ankle, unfortunately. But that thrusts him in beside Marcus Smart.
Adversity.
Yeah, that adversity. Terry Rozier. You just had a bunch of dogs. Terry. And yeah, after that you get, who else did they have? They got Drew Holiday. This year get blessed with Drew Holiday versus Marcus Smart, like Al Horford. Grant Williams.
Yeah.
Robert Williams. They've had all these Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
They've had all these people
Brogdon.
who's already been
Pritchard does his thing.
They've been proven in there. Like you have
They
dogs all around.
We should have gotten it. Yeah.
Timberwolves, you've had sorry ass players when they first had Anthony Ezra there. You had Jimmy Butler play 4 games. Like, nah, this ain't meant. Like, it was a mess. And
that's really interesting. I'm sorry to cut you off because Minnesota is missing. You know, they got Rudy Gobert and they have Anthony Edwards and they have Karl Anthony Towns. They're kind of missing that connected spirit too.
Yeah.
They played better than they were supposed to. Last year, everyone thought they were going to be absolute duds. And so both teams on the Western Conference with the Timberwolves and the Celtics, they both are missing that spirit, and that's really big because that's when a sleeper team like a Miami Heat with like a culture can come and fucking push you up.
Yeah, bro, because it comes down to matchups, but like. All these guys can get there.
Yeah, all these guys can get there. That's true.
They're all here. They can all get there. Yeah, amazing. Well, I guess we'll see. Yep, it's gonna be awesome.
That's amazing.
We went a little over 10 minutes today because we had an awesome guest.
And it's the first episode.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
of course.
Welcome back, Troy. Thanks for coming in.
I just got
the
coffee.
Conversation.
Yeah, I need more coffee.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's drink these coffees.
Thank you for joining us the first week. We'll have this episode out very soon. And we'll see y'all next week.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.
Woo!
We did it.
Oh, that was so good.
Was that a good one?
That was